What's going on, guys? It's Alex here from Simple Mods. I'm going to be doing a quick video today of installing an EK Waterblock on the ASUS STRIX GTX980Ti. So as you can see, we've got the card here. It still has the main heatsink on it. And I've got the EK Waterblock here, so it's the STRIX 980Ti nickel plexi version. So this is the clear nickel plated version. It's the one I usually use. I've also have a back plate here, so this is the standard black back plate that EK offers on most of their water blocks. And in terms of tools that we're going to be using to do this today, so I've just got a couple of different Phillips head screwdrivers here, a couple of different Allen keys. I do have some scissors, so just to cut some of the thermal pads. I do have an X-Acto knife. Not sure if I'm going to be using this, but it's here just in case. And then what I have here is just some adhesive removal. So I usually use this to clean up the thermal paste and everything. It's usually isopropyl alcohol is what's best to use. However, this is also non-conductive, so it's just as good, whatever you can find. I just don't have any isopropyl alcohol available at the moment. And then just some paper towels also to use with the adhesive removal. So in order to take the stock heatsink off, you do have 4 screws around the core, and then just 2 more screws here. So once you take those off, you should be able to give it a bit of a wiggle, and the stock heatsink would come right off. Just the thing to be mindful of is just these 2 cables at the back here. So one's going to be for the LED, one for the fan, so make sure you undo those as well. And once the stock cooler is off, you will have a couple more screws that are sort of from this end of the PCB, so that connects the back plate. And there's also a holding plate here on the edge that you're going to need to take off as well. And for that, it's got 2 more screws on the back on the I/O. So we're going to be speeding up this video a little bit just not to bore you with taking off the heatsink. So enjoy the video. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got everything laid out. So the PCB and the GPU core and everything has all been cleaned. So as you can see, it's really nice and shiny. Then I've got the back plate, stock cooler, everything here. So I've put all the screws back in the same spot. That's the best way to do it, so you don't lose them. And then if you ever want to put the stock cooler back on, then you've got them all in the same spot, so you'll know exactly where they go, as some screws are different. So I've done the same with the back plate on the stock cooler as well, so you can see we've cleaned this up as well. And then also with the holding plate here. Alright, and I've got the EK Waterblock out, as you can see here. Really nice and shiny block. And I've got all the thermal pads. Some of these ones that go with the memory, they come already pre-cut. I've gone ahead and removed one of the protective backing off them. So do remember to do that. It does have it on both sides. And then I've got all the screws I need. It does also come with instructions, so if you're doing this for the first time, it's really good, really helpful. It tells you everything you need to know, exactly where the screws go, and what to take off, how to clean it, everything. So that's good. And in terms of the back plate, let's take this out. Alright, so the back plate will have its own instructions and its own thermal pads for the back. So the reason why the back plate has its own instructions is because if you're not buying the back plate, which is sold separately, you can put the just the water block on, but you will, for the back plate, you will need to leave some of these screws undone. So the back plate, as you can see, has 3 screws that it secures with, and then another 2 more on the edge. So that goes straight through from the other side, as the water block doesn't cover all the way to the end of the PCB. Alright, and another thing to note with the back plate is the screws are a bit tricky to get at. So as you can see, they are in there, but in order to get to them, you have to undo the other end. So that can be a bit tricky to miss. Alright, so we're gonna get on with this. Alright guys, so as you can see, the EK Waterblock has been fully installed on the graphics card. It does look very nice, very shiny. Let's look at the back bit as well, very clean. It's definitely an awesome looking block from EK. And we also have another one of these cards here with the waterblock already installed. We did do this one previously, so we have two of these ASUS STRIX GTX980Ti cards with EK Waterblocks installed on them going into our InWin 909 rebuild. So if you guys have been following us on social media as well as following the build log on the forums, you'd know that Avexia have recently asked us to display this build at their Computex booth. So the InWin 909 build was a build which we did last year. It was displayed at PAX Australia, and now it's going to Computex, which is definitely very exciting. So for the Computex display, the build is going through some changes, and which is why we've installed these water blocks on these new ASUS cards. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's just a quick look and also a quick tutorial on how to install a EK Waterblock on your graphics card. So with most graphics cards, it's going to be fairly similar. If you just follow the instructions included in the box, then you guys should be all good. So it's definitely not as hard as it looks. I know some people think it's pretty daunting to install a graphics card Waterblock, but definitely these cards, they're not flimsy at all. So they're definitely all good. You can just handle them normally and it's fine. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'd like to thank EK for supplying us with these water blocks, as well as ASUS for helping out with the cards, and of course Avexia for allowing us to display this build at their Computex booth, which is definitely very exciting. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.